what are those Indians down? The Incas and those other ones that could write.
Aztecs and
the Mayans.
Oh, the Mayans. Yeah.
I was reading. Somebody on TV was talking about how when the Spanish came, these priests burned for 30 days all the Mayan books, so there was none left. And his reason was, it's either the word of God, and we've already got that, so we'll destroy it. And if it isn't, it's the work of the devil. So they destroyed the whole Mayan culture, literature, which was very good and very aware. And there was about 3 books left, which sort of say, got up and went to work. And there's not enough words for them to work out what the language was.
That's right. This one man destroyed a whole written
for Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the man who led the Indians who led the cavalry against the Indians at the Sand Creek massacre was a man of the cloth.
Oh yeah.
Not that all.
You had an interesting Indian on the show you were telling me about too.
I have. I had a man who was also a great authority on Indians.
He was at Custer's Last Stand, I think.
No, he was a friend of Curly, who was Custer's scout, John Neihart.
You didn't know he was an Indian freak, did you? So what about the Red Revolution then? What's going to happen?
You feel so frustrated at what was done to the Indians in the past that you feel like you should do something for their descendants now, who are still getting it.
Right now, they're illiterate and not educated, not looked after. I mean, they're like, I don't know if they're having it worse than black people here, but it's pretty rough for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very bad, and I think it's good that people have a sense of conscience about it and are doing something about it.
Well, they made so much money out of the Indians. At first they took the land, and then they made movies about them taking the land, It's a bit mean, But we always used to stick up for the Indians in Britain on the movies,
I heard that in one movie they were making in which they did the Custer battle, which has never been done well on the screen, but anyway, they used the Crows as the ones who attacked Custer, whereas actually the Crows were the scouts for Custer.
Oh, I see.
And the Sioux, who were working on the picture, were furious and said if it hadn't been for us, there wouldn't have been any Custer battle.
Yeah, well, it's like Nixon having a Japanese watch, isn't it?
Having a what?
Japanese watch,
Does he have a Japanese watch?
He does, yeah, with a Spiro Agnew watch. He has Japanese.
I didn't realize.
But what's happening with the Indian? I mean, what are they doing for them? Don't they legally really own the land?
Not enough.
Manhattan
Interestingly enough, some conservative politicians seem to be more concerned for the Indians than some liberal politicians.
Maybe they've realized how many there are on the whole American continent, including the South.
How many
people think there's only a few Indians left. There's millions of them in the whole continent of America, which includes South America. And one day they're going to be asking for their rights. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't standing next to the black people too. So it's either give now or die later, I reckon.